Good morning, Kay, and it's great to talk to you. And congratulations for being our Women of Excellence for Bennett Truck Transport.
Thank you so much.
Very happy to get to talk to you this morning and learn a little bit about you, and just very honored that you are chosen. So, tell me, how did you? I think you've been driving for Bennett for about BTT for about a year. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This August made a year.
Okay, great. And how in the world did you get into driving in the manufactured housing industry?
Well, I actually had I guess it would be a cousin-in-law who worked for BTT, and he told me about the opportunity. So I took it, and now I've been here for a year already.
And you mostly drive out of Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you? What did you do prior to coming to work for BTT?
So I actually worked doing construction work, and I hauled like dry cement for a construction company,
Uh huh.
and I did that for 5 years, and then now I'm here.
Well, we're happy you're here. And there certainly was some wonderful things that was said about you, and what a good driver you are, and how well that you're always helping out others, and you're very respectful of the other drivers on the road, and but so, how long have you been in the trucking industry? How long have you been doing this?
Um, so I've been driving for 7 years.
Okay. And what led you to get into this industry?
Um, well, honestly, I wanted to try something different, and I don't know, just I always had an interest in trucking, but I didn't think I was going to pass my test, to be honest. And I actually failed it the first time, and that kind of gave me doubts. Like maybe this isn't for me. I was always in like the restaurant industry and stuff
Mm,
like that, and I
mm.
just wanted to provide a better life for my family, and you know, uh, do what I love. Do I mean I like to ride around, so I was like, well, I can get paid for doing what I love.
I love that. So, is that one of the things that what do you enjoy about what you're doing for BTT?
Well, honestly, I would have to say like being here, like at my last job, like it was like everybody hated that a woman was in the trucking industry. And here I haven't met a person yet that has, been mad that they've had to ride with me or me ride with them. And, you know, so I mean, like I said, over there it was just so different, and here, like I mean, I get the respect and honestly, I mean, just being here is like a whole different. I don't know how to explain it. Like my attitude is different. My life has really changed. Being able to be out here and doing what I love. You know.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, we want to support our women drivers, and well, all of our women, because we have a program called Women in the Driver's Seat, and next year will be our 50th year in business, and so we over the last 50 years, there's been a lot of us women that's been in this, been in this industry. So
Yes, ma'am.
we're very respectful of the work that you do out there, and what you do every day. So you have family,
Yes, ma'am, I do.
and what, you have children,
I have one son.
and do you live in Texas?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I live in Texas. I live in Waco.
In Waco? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, Well, the nice thing about pulling in Texas is you got a lot of long, flat roads that you can get on. So, uh,
Yeah, that's for sure.
so Kay, I know one of Bennett's key priorities is our safety. It's always number one. And so, tell me, um, how do you see safety out on the road? How do you practice safety?
Well, honestly, like I really just always watch out for me and whoever's on the road, because even though I'm being safe doesn't mean that the next driver is being safe. And so, I mean, if I could help it, I'll holler on the radio to another driver. If there's if there's a driver being reckless, it's. I mean, I just feel like when you're out here on the road, the other drivers are really the only other people that you got out here. And so me being able to tell them about, something that's coming up ahead of us and being safe about it is really, I mean, I would hope that they would do the same, because that's what I like to do is, just be aware of all my surroundings and everything that's around me at all times, because I mean, anything can happen at any time. And even if it isn't your fault, at the end of the day, it's going to be your fault. So, I mean, and I feel like BTT has a really good uh, safety, put in place for us drivers, and of course the company as well. So, but other than that, I mean, just like I said, every day I just try to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do and watching what other people need to be doing, or trying to, so.
Yeah, there's so many distracted drivers on the road right now, and you got to be aware all the time. And so I appreciate that, Kay. I appreciate you practicing um, being safe out on the road. Do you have any points? Because there'll be other women that will be watching this interview. Do you have any points that you'd like to share for other women or insights that might be helpful for them if they're in this industry or want to get in this industry?
I mean, the only thing I could say is just keep fighting for what you believe in, because sometimes we get discouraged because we feel like this is a man's industry, and sometimes you get bashed for being a woman wanting to be a truck driver. And just, I mean, just do it, and do your best at whatever it is that you want to, whatever it is that you want to succeed, or you know I mean, that's what I did. And I mean, if I just felt like if this is what they really want to do, like, just do it, and do it with pride. Like, don't let anybody you know stop you from doing what you really want to do. And women driver rules.
I love that. Well, what do you like to do when you're not on the road?
I like all my free time. Honestly, right now it goes to my 14-year-old. He just started high school, and I mean, all my free time I really dedicated to him, because it's hard being away from him. And that's another thing with being a mother, on the road. It does get hard. It does get uh you cry a lot. I cry a lot. I cry a lot. But at the end of the day, like, I know that I'm setting up a future for not only myself, but for him as well. But yeah, so my free time goes to him, whether it's going for ice cream, the park. I mean, I try to take him wherever, let him see some of the things that I get to see whenever
Yeah,
I'm on the road.
yeah.
So yeah,
Do you have
yeah.
a certain route you like to travel, certain states you like to go? Excuse me.
Um, well, I'm in New Mexico a whole lot. I like that route because it's peaceful out here, and you don't have to deal with a lot of the crazies. You it's just a lot. it's just along, mountains and roads and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been to Utah, and I think that's the prettiest state that I've seen by far. Just as far as the mountains, the rivers, waterfalls, like um, so I think anything out west has probably been the best for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm in Wyoming today, and it's really pretty out here. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's really pretty. So, Kate, I know you probably need to get back on the road, and I really appreciate you taking time to talk to me this morning. And
Yes, ma'am.
uh, so, next, let's see, week after next, we'll have women in the driver's seat, women of excellence. We'll have a whole afternoon and day that we are just going to highlight you and the other
Okay.
women of excellence. And then your interview will be out on the website for everybody to go and see and get to know you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I
That
just
sounds.
appreciate it and very honored to have had the opportunity to talk to you. And you just be safe out there. And
Yes, ma'am.
thank you for doing such a great job of representing BTT.
Thank you.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.